What's up, guys? Hope you can hear me good. I've been, getting the elgato ready, and I just want to tell a story about my very first year of football. Now, this year, it almost scarred me, but it didn't at the same time. So what happened was, I was safety. If you don't know what safety is, he's the guy who stands in the back, watches for those deep passes. And I was just standing there. It was about my second practice, because the first practice, all we did was get our pads and all the good stuff. But so I was sitting there, not really sitting, but I was standing there, and I had no idea what to do. This is my first year of football, guys. My coach was terrible. He was expecting me to learn all about football in one. He didn't even tell us anything the first practice. He just all lined us up on the second practice, told us where we had to stand, and I guess we were practice dummies for the offense, and the offense is pretty much the people who run the ball and throw the ball. And I guess we were just practice dummies, because it was pretty much all the scrubs and all the people who really didn't get to play or play very well. So he just puts us there, and I'm standing there, and I look over, and the fullback, the guy who protects the running back, he's staring me dead in the eyes, like he wants to kill me. So what I do is I'm like, okay, Jared, you gotta run around, you gotta go around the other way, you gotta go. So they say hut, and I don't know what happened, but I just froze. I didn't even move, and this kid comes full speed at me. Like, okay, so the running back, he goes the opposite side. He goes the opposite side of where the opposite side I was on. And oh my gosh, I can't believe it. He ran straight for me. He didn't go for anybody on the other side. He goes straight for me, and he picks me up off my feet with my shoulder pads, and he throws me on the floor. That wasn't even legal, I bet. Sorry. But that wasn't even legal. So what I do is, I get back up, and my coach acts like it's all my fault. He's like, come on, kid, you gotta move. You gotta move your feet. You gotta hit him back. And I'm like, he's 2 times my size. I have no idea what you mean by hit, because I have no idea how to tackle. So I don't know what your problem is. And he's like, I don't say that to him, to his face, but I say it in my brain. And so I get my mom to talk to him, mom's boy. I get my mom to talk to him, and pretty much what happens is she tells him, he's a little new and everything. And he's like, okay, I get you. I'm sorry. It was my mistake. Next practice, he's like, okay, guys, we're lining up for hitting drills. He puts all the good people on one side and all the noobs on the other side. And oh my gosh, there was this lineman who was 50 times my size. He was like 500 pounds. It's like a sumo wrestler. He's going up against this guy who's probably 70 pounds at the time. And oh my gosh, he just got humbled. And now I'm standing up there. I'm not even 80 pounds. I'm probably 60 pounds. Cause I'm a little scrawny 10-year-old. And oh my gosh, I guess who I have to face? The guy who leveled me in the second practice. So I'm like, oh great, what am I gonna do now? So what happens is, I go up there, Oh my gosh, his face mask went into my arm, and it just like, how you get tackled from the side? I don't know what happened, how I got tackled in the side, but I got tackled in the side. His face mask goes into my arm, and oh my gosh, I'm a little wimpy 10-year-old, I'm not gonna take that without crying. So I run as fast as I can. I run away. I run to my mom's car. She's just sitting out there with the door open. In the van, you just keep your door open. You just sit on the side of it. She's right there just sitting there. I'm like, Mom. Well, I don't say it like that. I'm like, Mom. Because I'm a little squeaker too. I'm like, Mom, we need to get out of here. I'm in so much pain. But of course, all it ended up to be was just a little bruise. And oh my gosh, I don't know why I did this, but I went to the first game. Not everybody was happy that I left, but, So, we played the first game. I suck because I don't know how to tackle. My coach never told me how to tackle. And all I really did was just hit against somebody, and then the other guy got tackled. And then I guess the coach was trying to, you know, kiss up to me because I freaking screwed up again. He's like, good job, nice tackle. I'm like, dude, I bounced off of him. Because he was like, freaking, you know, alright, I'm not trying to be racist, but like, you know, black people are just freaking beasts at sports. That was him. He was running as fast as he could, and I just bumped off of him. And then my partner grabs him and just throws him on the floor like he's nothing. I'm like, what the heck? And I'm like bumping all over people. And he puts me at lineman. And that didn't work out very well. Just got pummeled every time. But there was this one play where this kid looked scared. And I don't know what God gave me, but I actually knocked him down. And then another fat kid came over to me and hit me, so. So, pretty much, the moral of this story is, if your coach doesn't teach you how to hit, and you want to hit, you better, you know, tell him, Coach, I have no idea what I'm doing out here. I need some practice. And if he won't do that, I don't know. If you quit, your mom's probably going to get mad at you like my mom did because she paid about $400 for that football whole thing. She was like, oh my gosh, if you ever do this again, I swear. I can't remember what she swore to, but. So pretty much, what I am now, I'm a starting safety on my B team, 7th grade football. But I'm going in 8th grade, so I hope I can get better. And in the last game, I got to start running back, and I scored 2 touchdowns, so I'm pretty happy about myself, you know. And another moral I just remembered. Do not go into football your very first time thinking you're going to level every single player on the field like I did. Because that does not end up well for people like myself who think they can level people. Because quite the opposite happens and you start crying like a little girl like me. I'm not saying it's bad to cry like a little girl because sometimes it really does hurt. But I know people breaking their arms and they're not even crying, and I'm freaking getting bruises on my arm, and I'm crying like a little girl. So, hope you enjoyed this little gameplay, little story.